What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video, and this is the wrestling news on February 17th, 2025. And we're going to be talking about the wildest and intriguing wrestling news stories and rumors that you Assassinators need to know, including uh, WWE Raw announcer change confirmed, and we got several release WWE stars confirmed for WWE 2K25 roster, uh, and the top WWE star to miss the upcoming episode of Raw tonight, and really reason Olympian turns down a WWE contract, and former AEW star with WWE interest confirmed for an upcoming show, and plus much more. And this is all from the Wrestle Talk, by the way, for those that are wondering where exactly this where did I got these from, and make sure to hit the subscribe and the post notification bell for more SNA videos. And I can also check out my other channel, which is SNA Entertainment. But now let's get to the first news story. And we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw announcer change has finally been confirmed. An announcer change has been confirmed as we speak for tonight's episode of Raw in Charlotte, North Carolina. And on the February 17th edition, at the beginning of 2025, WWE has shifted the ring announcer lineup, with Lillian Garcia moved to SmackDown, while Alicia Taylor moved to Monday Night Raw. In time for the show's debut on Netflix on January 6th. The pair have been active in their respective roles, and ever since however a change is set of line lineups is set up for the February 17th, episodes of WWE Raw, as confirmed, by Lillian Garcia, in a video posted on to her Instagram. She will indeed be heading to Charlotte for tonight's Raw, as a substitute for Taylor. Along with the video announcing the news, to her followers, she wrote, we, well, with long L's, because plans changed and I'm not able to be live with you guys this morning. Here's a rundown for you this week, to apply for your life. And remember to make it a great week on purpose, and double explanations with a wink emoji, and see you tonight on Raw. And it said right here, that Garcia returned to WWE in October 2024, replacing Samantha Irving on the Raw brand, after she exited the company to pursue her career in music. We will provide further updates on Taylor's return to Raw, and any further announcer changes, if they become available. And what are your thoughts on Lillian Garcia being the substitute for Alicia Taylor? And what happened to Alicia Taylor for a reason why she needs to skip a night to announce for Monday Night Raw? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. Do you think that she had other commitments that she needed to do, or is she sick, or what concerning reasons why did she had to take the night off? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. But whatever it is, it's a good reason. Like, why did she even even has to skip a night or a week? Let me rephrase that, just to yeah, skip because if it's for no reason, I don't see what's the point other than them switching brands. But I think that's probably not the reason why. What's her name? Lillian is replacing Alicia for this particular night. But moving on, we got. But let's move on. We got several released WWE stars confirmed for WWE 2K25. Now we got some news about wrestler that's been released that made it into the final cut to the game. Like for those that were still in the roster, like at the beginning of 2025, like in January. That's my theory. The reason why they probably still are going to be on the roster because they normally when anybody that was still at the Royal Rumble or maybe even were or still in the roster like in the beginning of this year, which that's probably the case why they are in the roster. But either way, like stars have been named among the list who's included into the WWE 2K25 roster, ahead of its much anticipated March 14th release date. Like the full roster for WWE 2K25 has been officially revealed. Like with over 300 names from the past in the present making the cut, and it says right here that one of the talking points among fans, like it says right here, heading into the reveal has pertained the to the company's recent talent releases and whether the names no longer with the company would still feature in this year's game. Now have a definite answer regarding the departed talent, courtesy of IGN, who confirmed that 15 stars let go from the company since November 2024 have still made it into WWE 2K25. The release named among the full roster for WWE 2K25 include Akam, Baron Corbin, Blair Davenport, Cedric Alexander, Duke Hudson, Electra Lopez, Giovanni Vinci, Isla Dawn, Indy Hartwell, Carl Anderson, and Lou Gallows, Razor, Sonya Deville, Tegan Knox, and Paul Ellering, and a non-playable manager, which I believe this was referred to Paul Ellering. But anyways, if interested, like in finding out the full risk, full names included in the WWE 2K25 roster, follow this link, and it says right here, while the standard edition of the W2K25 is set to release on March 14th. Buyers of either the Bloodline or Deadman editions of the game can begin playing for March 7th. And what are your thoughts on these released stars that's going to be being featured on the WWE 2K25 game? And I think that I figured this was going to be happening. Like for those that got released recently, like which I apologize for you guys to lose your job. Like even if you're financially stable, that doesn't mean like that like you want to lose your job. Like which that's the place that maintain your stability in finances. I mean, it's probably not hard to find work elsewhere, and I would agree with JBL, like saying like for these released wrestlers, like they should like go out and find some work somewhere, like where they can finally what's that called, where they can finally make a name for themselves and maintain their status as professional wrestlers. But anyways, yeah, let me know down in the comments down below. And is there anything that this news story missed into who's going to be on the game that you want to hear that's going to be making it into the cut of the final cut on the WWE roster? Let me know also about that as well in the comments down below. But if you ask me like if is there is WWE 2K what's that called? What's that called? WW. And do you think that they're going to be doing this every year? Which I believe they will, because probably originally they thought they're going to keep them at least until after WrestleMania. At least most of these guys, like, and if they need to release them, that'll be afterwards. And then, but they'll give the fans enough time to they'll play this them for a whole month until Mania. And I believe this is like everybody like if anybody been released from fall time since like from October to November, they'll probably still have them on the game because they've been doing this for probably for the past 6 months. Yeah, like I believe that whoever that got released after the summertime of 2024, I believe they will be on this game featured. At least for the wrestler that's been here for about a good year or two. But now we're going to be talking about the the confirmation of roster and overall ratings from these WWE wrestlers that's going to be featured on the roster. Like this page will keep track like of every name confirmed to be part of the roster for the upcoming WWE 2K25 video game. Like the and it says the game is officially like set like to release like on March 14th, like with the early access like special like editions like coming 7 days like earlier like on like March 7th. And it says right here that here's a list of uh, and it says right here here are the here are the names like who have so far like been like officially playable like characters on the final roster of 2K. Like stated like that like the roster will feature over 300 playable characters like when the full lineup like is revealed. Like we'll continue to update this page, like whether someone new is confirmed overall in the ratings, like or indicated like in bold, like and will also be added like as they are revealed. And it says right here we got Adam Pierce as manager, Adam Pearce as GM, and we got Adrian Butler as referee, and we got AJ Styles, Akam, Akira Tozawa, Alexa Bliss, Alba Fire, wasn't it Andrade, Andre Chase, Andre the Giant, Angel Garza, uh, Angelo Dawkins, Apollo Cruz, uh, Arm, Ar- Armando Estrada, which is he's a manager for Umaga, Armando, what's his name? Alejandro, yeah, and Electro, and uh, uh, Armando, what's his name? Er- Armando Alejandro Estrada, which he's a manager, I believe, too. Armando Alejandro Estrada is the general manager, like and Ashante Diadonis, Oscar, Austin Theory, Ava is manager from NXT. Ava's manager and general manager, I should say. Axiom, BFAB, Baron Corbin, which we all know he's released since the end of last year in December. And then we got Batista, uh, Bailey, or should I say Million Dollar Bailey, uh, Becky Lynch, Humberto Carrillo, if you want to call him that, Bianca Belair, Big E, uh, Superstar Billy Graham, Blair Davenport, Bobby the Brain Heenan as manager, of course, like in the Boogeyman, Booker T, Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt, Bret the Hitman Hart, British Bulldog, Braun Breaker, uh, Bronson Reed, Brooks Jensen, Brother Love with manager, of course, and Dead Man Edition with Bruno Sammartino and Brutus Creed and Bubba Ray Dudley. Byron Saxton is commentator. Uh, Cactus Jack, um, Candice LeRae, Captain Lou Albano as manager. Carlito, uh, Carmelo Hayes, Kathy Kelly as manager, and Cedric Alexander, like Chad Gable, Channing Stacks Lorenzo, Charlie Robinson, or Charles Robinson, I meant to say, as referee, which we all knew, Charlie Dempsey, Charlotte Flair, Chelsea Green, uh, China, CM Punk. CM Punk is general manager, which I don't know why they have him as GM. Maybe it's a dream of his, like next to main eventing WrestleMania, I guess. But we got Cody Rhodes, Cora Jade, Corey Graves as commentator, of course, and Cruz del Toro, Devon Dudley, Dakota Kai. Oh, Carmelo Hayes is overall is 81, and Chelsea Green is 80, and Dakota Kai is 82. Damian Priest is 91 in overall. Like Dexter Loomis, like himself, or Dexter Loomis is the wide sixth if you get the DLC pack of the faction. Diamond Dallas Page, Diesel, which you all know is Kevin Nash, back in the 90s, of course, and Doink the Clown, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, Dragon Lee at 78 overall, like if he's the modern day Chavo Guerrero or Chavo, and Drew McIntyre, Dude Love, uh, Duke Hudson, even though he just got released like about a month ago, was it, or the end of last year? I don't know, but yeah, he's gonna be on the game. Eddie Guerrero also gonna be on the game. Eddie Thorpe, uh, Electro Lopez, Elton Prince, Eric Bischoff, like is a playable character and a GM. And then as a GM as well, just like all the way back from WWE 2K20 yeah, WWE 2K22 when they brought back the general manager mode since SmackDown versus Raw 2008, of course. But anyways, we got Eric Rowan as himself as a character, from overall the years when he was in his first run in WWE, and we got him as the Wyatt Six character if you get him in the DLC pack in the faction, and he got Eric of the Viking Raiders, which he rates at 79 overall, which that's very poorly, because he should be at least 89. He should not be 79, because he's a one tough son of a gun. He even picked up his own partner, Ivar, that weighs way over 300 pounds. But anyways, we got All Eagle Ethan Page. We got Eve Torres. We got Farouk, which is also known as Ron Simmons. The one that says, damn. But anyways, and Fallon Henley, Finn Balor, George the Animal Steel, Gigi Dolan, Giovanni Vinci, and what's his name? Grayson Waller, Gunther, the Ring General, Harley Race, Head 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 Shrinker Fatu, that's what his name is. Yeah, and Head Shrinker Sim Head Shrinker Samu. I believe Head Shrinker Fatu is Rikishi, if I'm not mistaken, because he did use the name Fatu in his time in the early 90s. But anyways, we got the Honky Tonk Man, Hollywood version of Hulk Hogan, the regular Hulk Hogan, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, which we all know as Triple H, and Ilya Dragunov, Indy Hartwell, which he's been released back at the end of last year, and Isla Dawn, that just got released a couple weeks ago. Islander Haku, which is the father of both Tama Tonga and Tongaloa, and even Hakaleo, and or the Tongans, I should say, yeah, the father of Hakaleo. The father of Hakaleo and the Tongans, and we got Islander Tama, which must be another family member of Haku and them. Ivar the Viking or War Raiders, which rates at 81. Which if he's 81, Eric should be around there, like I said earlier. And Ivy Nile and Io Sky, which she rates as 89 overall, and Jacob Fatu. I believe that he's gonna be on the game and as a DLC, at 87 overall, and JC Jane, Jade Cargill, Jada Parker, Jakar Jackson, Jake the Snake Roberts, JBL, Jamail, JD McDonough, Javon Evans, Jessica Carr's referee, Jay Uso as the Mattel series. I believe Series 14 version of Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso, Bloodline edition, which is a Bloodline edition on the DLC if you get the Mattel series. And Jim, the Anvil Neidhart, Jimmy Hart, the manager, and Jimmy Uso, or main event Jimbo Uso, I should say, Joaquin Wild, Joe Coffey of the Gallus Boys, Joe Gacy. Joe Gacy is Wyatt 6 if you get the DLC pack. And John Cena, Johnny Gargano, Josh Briggs, Judas Creed, that rates 78 overall, Kyrie Sane, Kane, Carl Anderson, Karrion Kross, Katana Chance, and Kaden Carter, and Kalani Jordan, Ken Shamrock, Kevin Nash, Kevin Owens, Kiana James, Kit Wilson, Kofi Kingston, that rates 81 overall. Kurt Angle, LA Knight, that rates 88 overall. Lash Legend, Lex Luger, Lexus King, Lita, Liv Morgan, that rates 91 overall. Logan Paul, that rates 90 overall. Lola Vice, Ludwig Kaiser, Luke Gallows, which he'd been released about a couple weeks ago on that SmackDown back like a week and a half actually. Lyra Valkyria, that rates uh, 83 overall, and I believe they have a Lyra Valkyria 2024 version, like maybe from on 2K Showcase mode, if I'm not mistaken. And we got Mark Coffey of the Callis Boys. We got Maurice, Mankind, Maxine Dupree, and Michael Cohen's commentator, Michelle McCool, Mi Chin, Mick Foley. Mick Foley is manager and general manager. And Mighty Molly, which is, I believe, a superhero version of Molly Holly when she was that superhero duo with the Hurricane. And we got Mike Rome as ring announcer, Miss Elizabeth as manager and general manager, which is the wife of Macho Man Randy Savage, and Molly Holly, Montez Ford, Mosh, Mr. Fuji, and as manager and general manager as well, which I know that he was a general manager, Mr. Perfect, which is the father of Curtis Axel or Michael McGillicuddy, whatever you want to call it. And we got Naomi, that rates 85 overall, Natalia, Nathan Frazier, Nia Jax, and as her in 2024 in the women's elimination. Women's what's they called at the women's what's that? The women's queen of the ring, the queen of the ring in 2024. Like when she beat Lyra Valkyria, which is going to be on showcase mode, which that's why I heard the reason why. And we got Nicholas the Ridiculous Aldis, as manager and GM, which we all knew that was gonna be the case, like on this game, considering that he's been the GM on SmackDown from the last couple of years, from the last couple of years. And Nikki Cross, Nikki Cross is Wyatt Six, like if you get the DLC pack, and hopefully that's the last time I say that. And we got Nikita Lyons, Noam Dar, Obafemi, Omos, Oro Menza, Otis, Pat McAfee, Paul Bearer as manager, and Paul Ellering as manager, Paul Heyman as manager, and general manager. Man, there's so many Pauls that were managers. Like first it was Paul Ellering, second Paul of the Legion of Doom, Road Warriors, and and Paul Bearer is Undertaker's manager, and Paul Heyman is everybody's manager, like that from the last 30 years, and even promoted ECW, like before WWE bought them out, which that's the reason why they had their own version of ECW back in the 2000s, and they had Paul Heyman around for the past 20 years. But anyways, we got Pete Dunne, Peter Maivia, which is the grandfather of The Rock, and also Piper Niven, R-Truth, that rates 71 overall, which it's kind of understandable because he's always been the sacrificial lamb of everybody beating him. He rarely gets wins, so I guess that's understandable why you get that rate of overall. And we also got Randy Orton, Randy Savage, Raquel Rodriguez at 86 overall, Razor Ramon Scott Hall, even though it just say Razor Ramon here, but I thought I might throw in the Scott Hall name because later in the 2000s that's what he was known as. But Rey Mysterio in 86, and Razor, and Rhea Ripley in 2020, which I assume that it's what's that called? I believe it's like an included character that you can just unlock with tokens, because I believe they already showed her I believe that they already have a Rhea Ripley when she was when she faced Charlotte Flair in that year in WrestleMania 36 to be exact, when they were at the Performance Center because the global pandemic was happening. And we also got the Ravishing Rick Rude. We also got we got Scott Steiner as the Steiner brothers in the early '90s in WWE. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Ridge Holland, Rikishi, Rob Van Dam, Rod Zapata like as referee, Roddy Roddy Piper, Rocky Maivia when The Rock very first came to WWE in 1996, Roman Reigns in 2022, which I believe that's going to be the showcase mode where it's going to start with when he faced Seth Rollins in the 2022 Royal Rumble pay-per-view, defending his Universal Championship. And we got the Montel Edition collector's greatest hits, like with Roman Reigns, like blood on the Bloodline edition of the DLC, and Rosie, his brother, that teamed with Umaga as 3 Minute Warning, which is Roman Reigns' brother, Rosie, and also Roxanne Perez. And when was the last time we saw Rosie in a WWE game? If so, it was like all the way probably back from 2003 when he was teaming with what's his name, the Hurricane, when he played that superhero character. Even when The Rock called him on that segment on WrestleMania 20 back in 2004, when he called him the Grimace, was it Grimace? Yeah, when he called, that's when he called what's his name, he called, yeah, it was what's his name? He called the Hurricane, the Hamburglar, and he called his own cousin Rosie as Grimace because he was wearing the purple superhero gear and stuff like that. Yeah, that was very funny. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, he called him the Hamburglar and Grimace, the characters from McDonald's. Like when Roman Reigns' brother Rosie at the time when he was still wrestling as the as the Grimace. But also we got Sami Zayn, we got Santos Escobar, Scarlett, Scott Hall, Scott Steiner. What's it? What's it? Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, this is Scott Steiner, which is Big Papa Pump. But he's gonna. I bet he's gonna be the the Scott Steiner brothers version, like from the early '90s when they very first wrestled in WWE. We got the Sensational Sherry as general manager. On the GM, on my GM, Seth Rollins in 2022 when he wrestled Roman Reigns at that year's Royal Rumble. We got Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is GM. The GM version, like you can play him as GM, like no matter if it's on Raw, SmackDown, ECW, WCW, whatever show, or even a custom show. I'm betting that is going to be on this year's game. But we also got Sean Spears because he's been on WWE for a year now. Shayna Baszler, Sheamus, Shinsuke Nakamura, Shotzi, Soruka, Solo Sikoa, Sonya Deville, and as general manager as well. Even though she was released like about a week and a half ago, Stacy Keibler, Stardust, because Cody Rhodes has been back for a while, and also they want to add something into in Cody Rhodes' legacy, and since he was on the DLC pack from the last year's game on 2K20. 2K24, and I was lucky enough to get the DLC pack of that, along with Dusty Rhodes on the game I bought, like that I showed you before on WWE. But I need to get the other DLCs, which that's very expensive. But I mean, they're on sale now since that WWE 2K25 about to come out. But anyways, this is where we got. You got Stephanie McMahon as manager and general manager. We also got Stone Cold Steve Austin, six of also known as X-Pac, from his time as the NWO and WCW, Tama Tonga, Tamina, what's that, Nobody Mina, and Tatum Paxley, Theodore Long, his manager, or should I say Teddy Long, like is the manager and general manager. Tegan Knox, Terry Funk, the the Fiend, the Fiend Bray Wyatt, I should say, the great the Great Muda, the Hurricane, the the I the Iron Sheik, and the Miz that rates 81 overall. The Rock, the 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 Rock, the Nation Abomination, the Nation of Domination version of The Rock when he used to team with Farouk and Mark Henry and Ron Simmons and even The Godfather. But and also we got the if you get the DLC of the Bloodline edition and the Sandman because he was on the 2K24 the UK4 DLC, and they're gonna keep him on there because he must have signed a Legends deal with the company. And we got Thea Hale, we got Trasher of the Headbangers, Thrasher of the Headbangers, and we got Tiffany Stratton, Tommaso Ciampa, Tongaloa, Tony D'Angelo, Trick Williams, Triple H, Tyler Breeze, and him as general manager as well, and Tyler Bate, the Ultimate Warrior, Umaga, Uncle Howdy. Like yeah, I believe Uncle Howdy as the playable character, and like a DLC version of the White Six as well. The Undertaker, like and his version in 1990 when he made his debut. If you get the DLC pack, of course, along with the Montel collectors, collect the Montel Elite collection action figure version of him, and uh, and we got the Dead, and yeah, if you get the Dead Man edition, we got Big Van Vader, Valhalla, Wade Barrett, Wendy Chu, Wes Lee, the Wild Samoan Alpha, and Wild Samoan Sika, and William Regal as general manager, of course. Wolfgang of Gallus, X Pac, Xavier Woods rates 80 overall. Uh, Xavier Woods is general manager as well. Yokozuna, and Zelina Vega and Zoe Stark. As noted, like this page will be updated like consistently as new names are announced. And what are your thoughts on these wrestlers that are included into the game? Did they miss anybody that should have made it into the cut of 2K25? Or like, do you think this is the perfect enough amount of stars that's on the roster? And let me know down in the comment section right down below, like who's going to be on the DLC packs besides the Bloodline edition and the Deadman edition and the Wyatt Six edition. Let me know down in the comment section right down below. But yeah, some tell me this is going to be the greatest game that WWE has ever released. That's what my feeling is. Like, and I cannot wait to get this game. Like, whenever I get the financial, I'll say, yeah, get that that little financial compensation, I guess you could say. And it says right here that top WWE star to miss upcoming Raw, which is tonight on the February 17th edition. And this episode might see Raw will be without the current Women's World Champion, Rhea Ripley. And it has been revealed that Ripley confirmed that news on her own Instagram account, sharing an update like on Buddy Matthews after his AEW Grand Slam Australia injury. And it says WWE star was in Brisbane, and was spotted at the February 15th AEW event, supporting her husband, as he faced the Rainmaker and the reigning and defending AEW Continental Champion, the bitch man Kazuchika Okada, and in her post on Instagram, Ripley commented that she is now on her honeymoon with Buddy Matthews after the pair got married in June 2024. Which that gives me some sad PTSD when I hear the month of of June in that year in particular. Which that probably has the same effect of Roman Reigns as well, which I'm gonna mention that in another video for another day. But anyways, Ripley doesn't appear as a featured superstar on the preview for the February 17th, 2025 episode of WWE Raw, although Liv Morgan and Dirty Dominic Mysterio and Damian Priest are shown along with the Ring General and the man that has an envy list of Gunther. Envy list of AEW. I mean to say. Oh, for real? Oh, I'm so done. That's very funny. But anyways, Assassinators. Yeah, we got the man that hates those guys that are in AEW hit the chops, including Ripley's husband and the bitch man. We're hitting some chops, which I did point it out on my review video on that show, and we also got Xavier Woods and Kofi of the New Day. That's also been shown. That's also going to be making an appearance on tonight's Raw, and she is seemingly set to return for the February 14th episode of Raw, however, where she is listed to be on the show along with the guy with the MV list for the guys over for AEW, Gunter, Liv Morgan, Braun Breaker, Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston again is the New Day. Ripley raptured the women's world champ. Recapture, what am I even saying? The women's world championship, from Liv Morgan, which sounds like a hybrid of and capture put together, which that sounds a bit short, but at the same time, it's the same amount of letters, maybe just one letter short actually. But the January we captured the women's world championship from Liv Morgan on the January 6th episode of Raw's premiere on Netflix, and she would go on to defend the championship against Nia Jax on the January 25th WWE Saturday Night's main event, in highlights of which can be seen below this news story. With Royal Rumble winner Charlotte Flair choosing Tiffany Stratton as her WrestleMania 41 opponent, Ripley will face the winner of the March 1st Elimination Chamber at the show of shows. Whoever wins this chamber match, it could be between Bianca Belair, it could be between Naomi, it could be what's her name, Bailey, $1 Million Bailey, I should say, or Liv Morgan, or Alexa Bliss, or even whoever wins tonight between Raquel Rodriguez or Roxanne Perez. And with only one more spot, in the women's elimination chamber match, on the March 1st, which I named the names, that's already in the but whoever wins get to face Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 41 at either April 19th or the 20th, between the two-night event of 2025. But what are your thoughts on who's going to be facing Rhea Ripley, and what are your thoughts on this absence, of Ripley not making an appearance on Raw of any capacity? And do you think this is a sign that Rhea Ripley indeed made an appearance for her husband, when he competed against Okada for the Continental Championship? Which, yeah, it's obvious that that's the case, and whoever spotted her down was a finding genius, because that had to be Ripley, because why else Why else like she happened to be on the show when her husband is going to be wrestling in their home country of Australia, and also that, and she's not going to be making an appearance on in Monday Night Raw tonight of all week. Like it could be any week, but why it has to be this week in particular that she's taking the night off from Raw? And I believe the finally, and they did say they're finally having their honeymoon, so I'm happy for them for that. Like they can finally have more time off, like and and they have more time off. They don't have to worry, don't worry about like when they're gonna have time to spend time together, which they're this is the perfect opportunity of doing so. But yeah, wish them many more years like of blessings, which I probably said like about almost a year ago last year when I talked about it on the wrestling news. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. Assassinators. Well, let's move on to the next wrestling news. And I don't know why it's taking so long just to go to the next article or news article or news story on the article. I mean, next up, we got real reasons why this Olympian turned down a WWE contract offer, and it's finally been revealed that the former Olympian and gold medalist boxer has explained like why he chose to decline a WWE contract offer. Like in 2022, like Commonwealth games and 2023 European games gold medalists delicious Ori fueled speculation about a uh, a transition to pro wrestling in September 2024 with Ori invited to NXT and the Performance Center. And it says right here, the super heavyweight indicated that he had received a contract offer the following month, noting that he would be taking some time to assess his options. And it says right here, speaking with Talksport, Ori noted that he turned down WWE's offer because he wanted to give his all to boxing for for the time being. And it says right here that noting that it was a tough decision, Ori said. And yeah, he explains, I went out to Florida for a week. I got to experience their shows, like the training, the acting, it was beautiful, and amazing. I got to meet a lot of the superstars, and I got the whole the immersive experience. So it was a hard decision. I was offered a contract, so I needed a few weeks to sit down and think about what I really want. It's one thing earning money but it's another thing fulfilling myself in life if I'm 60 or 70 years old thinking will I be happy if go down the WWE route in question. I thought when I'm older, like looking back, as long as I give everything to boxing, I will be a happy man. So is the primary reason I I made the decision to go professional and stick with to boxing. Delicious Ori won gold medals at the 2022 Commonwealth games in England and the 2023 European games in Poland. He competed in the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris, ultimately losing to 2021 A- Alba World Boxing Champion silver medal David Charloan in the round of 16 via split decision. And for the latest WWE updates and news stories, you click on the link right down below. But I'm gonna skip for now, and I'm gonna ask you, is that a good reason why this boxing Olympian shouldn't have signed with WWE? And do you think that he made the right decision of not doing so, of the in case of fear of devaluing his boxing career, but do you think they'll ever get another WWE contract offer and an opportunity with the Stanford-based company? And do you think he will take that offer? If so, please make sure to leave your comment section right down below. Leave your opinions in the comments down below, I should say. Next up, we got John Cena's WWE retirement tour scheduled an update ahead of WrestleMania 41. An update has emerged on the WWE schedule for uh John Cena's retirement tour ahead of WrestleMania 41. And with 2025 being the 16th-time WWE World Champions final year as a in-ring active competitor, like Cena will be making appearances throughout the year, bid a beer to bid a farewell. While it says right here, while Cena hasn't appeared for WWE since Royal Rumble this year. Three new dates have finally been confirmed for his retirement tour, on the road to WrestleMania. It says right here the official WWE UK Twitter account has confirmed that John Cena will appear at three WWE Raw events in Europe, in March. Cena will appear live on Raw on March 17th, at the in Bristol and Bristol, England, Belgium, Germany. No, what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about. Bristol, Belgium, Germany, and on the and March 24th, 2025, and in Glasgow, Scotland, in in March 31st, and in London, England, as well, following week, on April 7th, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Right, but WWE UK broke the news by sharing it, what you can see down below in the graphic on the post, with the caption saying breaking news. John Cena will be live on Raw, on the road to WrestleMania, in and Brussels, Belgium, and Glasgow and London. Like this March, and in a very exciting big explanations. I get your tickets now, and in a immediate explanation, like in following and in the following an appearance like on the January 6th Raw episode, Cena wrestled like for the first time in his retirement tour at the Royal Rumble, competing in the 30 men's Royal Rumble match. And it says right here that like he made it to the final two before being eliminated by main event Jay Uso, and Cena is now like set to compete in the March 1st Elimination Chamber Elimination Chamber match, which will be his final opportunity to earn a world title shot for WrestleMania 41 on April 19th or 20th. For details like on why Cena hasn't been a appearing on Raw ahead of Elimination Chamber, you can we're gonna go to this link and see what the reason why. But what are your reactions to John Cena will be making these three European appearances, like in the likes of Germany, England, and Scotland? Like, let me know down in the comment section right down below. It's very interesting to hear like he's going to be in these three making these three appearances for WWE. Like hopefully they'll have him in some kind of a match in one of these places, whether if it's in Brussels, Belgium, Germany, or what's it, Glasgow, Scotland, or even London, England. And let me know also in the comments, like, do you think like if they do go there, like, do you think it's gonna be live in the daytime for Monday Night Raw, or do you think it's going to be, or do you think it's going to be pre-taped and they're going to air it on Netflix, like at least in America, like at the evening time? But something just tells me since it's the streaming service like Peacock, they'll probably play it live, like when it comes on, like when it's evening time there, but it's daytime here in America. Hopefully they'll give. Hopefully, WWE will give us a schedule through Netflix, like this. They'll let us know when to watch it, like which will probably likely will be live during the daytime, but you can watch it on replays on the streaming service. But let me know about this in the comment section right down below about this onto this matter. But oh, before I go to the next slide, I totally forgot to show you the John Cena post right here from WWE UK's account that you can see exclusively on X, formerly known as Twitter, of course. Now, he will be making these three appearances in these three countries in Europe. But let's move on to the next slide. And let me know in the comments also, like, what exactly he's going to be doing there, like in these three places. But yeah, either way, like, I can see it being live, like, just by, and like, if we're watching, like, Crown Jewel or Bash in Berlin, or even, uh, or even like Night or King of the Ring last year, and even what's it called, King of the Ring last year when they were in Saudi Arabia, and also like Backlash when they were in Lyon, France. When it's already nighttime there and it's still daytime here in America. But anyways, John Cena like WWE TV schedule like after Royal Rumble 2025 update. And John Cena has provided like an update like on his WWE schedule, like following his shocking loss in the 2025 Royal Rumble match, with 2025 being Cena's final year as an in-ring competitor. Like many fans were predicting that he was going to win the Royal Rumble match. This ultimately didn't happen, like with Cena making it like to the final two, like before being like being like eliminated by main event Jey Uso. Like while like many fans were expecting Cena to appear on WTV regularly, like ahead of the February 1st premium live event, the 16-time world champion only appeared on the January 6th Raw episode ahead of Royal Rumble. Like now, like where Cena has confirmed like that he will be off TV like for another month, like ahead of competing in the Elimination Chamber match, and then yeah, and while speaking on to the on the Royal Rumble post event press conference, like he said this, like said this explaining like explaining like that he won't be making another appearance until in the next 29 days, if I'm mistaken. Yeah, 29 or 29, no, 28 days, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, yeah, 28 days, which is the next 4 weeks. Yeah. Stating, and yes, I am flying back like to Hungary, like to film the Hungary, like to film like a movie. Like what I'm going to do is give my 5 other opponents 1 month like to slander like my name like and boast and bolster like their self-confidence like the best that I can. And it was recently reported that Cena has been like in been but but the been has been in but Bada Budapest uh, Budapest Pest in Budapest, Hungary. In Budapest, Hungary, filming for the upcoming Matchbox movie, and it says right here that the the movie which Cena was reported to be attached to in September 2024 will be inspired by the toy car brand, like of the same name. A WWE star has now addressed like being replaced in the Royal Rumble match, like which you can read more about right here, which we're gonna do, I guess. But what are your thoughts on But what are your thoughts on to John Cena giving a giant head start for 500 participants in his way, like and him now filming for this new movie in this country called Hungary? Yeah, not Hungary, but Hungary, like with a R. I mean, with an A in it, like instead of a E. Like, hopefully, I pronounced it correctly. But yeah, let me know down in the comment section right down below. And do you think that these guys should be like to heed the 16-time world champions warning? Which I think they should, like, because just because he automatically got qualified, like don't let the first round bye week fool you, because maybe that's the reason why he has that. And even if he did not have a first round bye week, like or first round bye, I guess you could say general, like I think he still would have been qualified by being in the match, being the first one to do so. Like if he's a CM Punk in the situation, But yeah, let me know down in the comment section right down below. But but yeah, now we finally got a Raw star, like which is all we all know is Akira Tozawa has now broken his silence, like after being replaced by I Show Speed, like in the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble match. After previously being invited to stream at the January 1st premium live event, February 1st premium live event, like I Show Speed was entered into the Royal Rumble match, like in the number 8 spot. Speed's entry was presented as a last minute change, like with the streamer replacing Akira Tozawa, who had been taken out by Carmelo Hayes, and Tozawa like has now reflected on this brief his brief appearance, like which he pointed out was the first time like he was making an entrance like in the Royal Rumble match. And it's like hopeful like to get like to the next time. It says right here, like this is what he had to say onto the matter. Like 8 years since I came to WWE. Like this was my first time making an entrance at the Royal Rumble. Next year take even I want to take even one step closer in the ring in double explanations. Thank you in quadruplet explanations in big quadruplet explanations. Speed had an eventful minute, like in the match, like helping Braun Breaker to eliminate Otis before getting eliminated by the man he helped eliminate Otis, which was Braun Breaker. Hellishly speared him, like and even and just threw him out and tossed him right out like onto Otis, which he fallaway slammed him right on the announce table, and like it must have felt rough like for the content creator like with a WWE star recently stating that like a spear by Breaker was the hardest variation of the move like in and he's has he ever taken before. And here's the post right here in the tweet from the Alpha Academy member and the 8-year veteran. But what are your thoughts on him breaking his silence? And do you think he'll ever have better luck next year? Like with him like being in the company for 9 years, about to be his decade of being in the company. Let me know down in the comment section right down below. But we're gonna end today's wrestling news with some we're gonna end today's news with some AJ Lee news as a WWE star says they can't retire until the wife of Chick Magnet Punk returns. And now we heard from a former fellow WWE wrestler, that came back to WWE, I should say, for her 2 year absence, like all thanks to creative differences from the previous regime, from someone. Yeah, which this star is none other than Naomi, and has called for AJ Lee to make her return, noting that she can't retire until she comes back. While there have been rumors swirling about AJ's potential comeback pretty much since her in-ring retirement in 2015. Speculation picked up following Punk's return to the company in November 2023. And while speaking on the Wrestling Classic, it says Naomi noted that she has been encouraging CM Punk to get a AJ Lee back into the ring. Noting that she wants AJ Lee to the return, while she's still wrestling Naomi, this is what the like this is what the glowing wrestler had to say in the interview. Like uh I I be harassing her husband, which is Chick Magnet Punk, about that all the time. I told him, I said, you need to tell her I can't retire until she comes back. Which that would not be a bad idea to convince her coming back in that caliber. From a former colleague and a friend of hers, one of her friends of hers in her time in WWE. She has to come back either way, though, in my opinion, though, at the same time. So yeah, this, I'll say if she already been cleared from her injuries, the reason why she had to retire, I'll say why not make a comeback. But if she's still injured, that's understandable. She cannot make the decisions. Like she had to wait from a doctor to clear her and give her some confirmation, what's their status of her in ring. Her in ring was that status, I guess you could say, yeah. And then this is when Naomi added about about whenever the former Divas champion returns, by saying, "Girl, you need to come on because Mama's back is hurting. I can't retire until she comes back. I'm so for real and she knows it. It's crazy for her to be gone over a decade and to still be missed and to still be wanted so bad. I think speak volumes and just tells you what she did for women's wrestling and who she was. It is what she continued begging her former colleague and friend, which is which is Miss April just I'll say I'm not sure if I should say Justine, maybe April Justice, I guess you could say. April Justice Lee, I guess you could call her. Or April Julia, I guess April Julia Lee, I guess you could say. So I think I'd be a treat, a present, a reward, for all of us having her come back, even if it's just a hey and bye kind of a quick little appearance, we starving sis while laughing. Naomi teamed with AJ Lee in a former Divas Champion final match with the duo teaming with Paige as well, which she's now known as AEW Soraya, to defeat Natalia and the Bella Twins, on the March 30th episode of the March 30th, 2015 episode of Raw. And I can't believe that was 10 years ago, first of all. And second of all, that's the last time what's her name? That AJ Lee has made a WWE appearance or any overall wrestling appearance as an in-ring talent. And do you think that you will come back? And do you think it'll be all thanks to the one that one of the women that she teamed with before that before she called it a day, like which was not in her terms, of course, but let me know down in the comment section right down below what's your opinions on to that matter. And I think it's gonna be either because of her or because of what's her name or because of her or Roxanne Perez or even her own husband CM Punk. Like if you see a return if you see a return of AJ Lee, like let me know down in the comment section right down below. Like when will she make her comeback in the Stanford-based company? And do you think it will be this year by chance? Like we're being a whole decade since the last time she competed in WWE? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. And I guess that'll be it for now. Assassinators, the new wildest and intriguing wrestling news stories and rumors. And you assassinators need to know from the Wrestle Talk article. And let me know which one of these was your favorite. Was your favorite? What's the news stories? If you ask me, I would say the John Cena, like making the appearances in these European countries, like in March, like for the next 3 weeks of Monday Night Raw, which I believe is gonna be the Raws after. Maybe it could be like the Raw week after when they're in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, which I think that it is because it's gonna be in the second half of the of the month of March, like that they're gonna have, and they're gonna be doing this. And plus, like there's it's gonna be an extra month before Monday Night Raw. I mean, before WrestleMania be upon closer to us when they be heading into the Sin City. But let me know what your favorite news stories are. Like leave it down in the comments. And if you like this video, please make sure to hit the like button and consider hit the subscribe and the post notification bell for more wrestling news videos. Like that will be you'll be the first one to be notified of any before anybody that's unsubscribed to me. And yeah, let me let you know of a reminder. It's free, so you don't have to pay a single dollar, like in order to be a subscriber on on SNA's channel. And make sure to check out my Monday Night Raw review video, which is going to be featuring the qualifier matches, the final qualifier match between Roxanne Perez and what's her name, Raquel Reed is going to be competing in the women's side for the final six participant spot, and like the same with the men's between Finn Balor and Seth freaking Rollins. And let me know in the comments who's going to be qualifying the men's and women's respectively in the qualifiers of the men's and women's elimination chamber matches. And also, I heard that Naomi and Bianca Belair are going to make an appearance over to confront the former women's tag team champions and the latest female members of the Judgment Day, which is Liv and Raquel, about who attacked Jade, and is it true that they attacked Jade? And could we see like who's the actual mastermind of Jade's attack? Like, and do you think it is Liv and Raquel, or do you think it has something to do with the women's tag team champions, or anybody completely different? Let me know about that as well in the comment section right down below. But maybe we'll be seeing some kind of clues on who's the real attacker of Jade Cargill, even if Jade Cargill does or doesn't like reveal it herself. But we're gonna figure out like in the next few hours, and also we're gonna be and we're also probably gonna be seeing some confirmation probably in the next couple of weeks when we do head over to Elimination Chamber, which I believe is a week from the Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I guess I'll see you guys then. Like, see you guys then of tonight, of course. Like, not this Saturday because I believe I'm gonna be making more news, like before more news and review news and review videos, like in the next until then. But I'm gonna see you guys later, like until tonight, and I'll see you with some more SNA content until we meet again. Super Ninja Austin. out of here. Bye-bye, my assassinators. Y'all take care and have a phenomenally awesome Monday. And yeah, stay tuned for some more SNA videos on your way. And I'm trying to make an animation video by Thursday, which I'm gonna try to at least, but because I finally found a few news articles that are very popular that talks about all kinds of new animation or even some latest animation series or movies that's gonna be coming out in the foreseeable future. And speaking of movies, I'm gonna be making some movie news video, which I'll be on Sundays, of course. But yeah, make sure to check that out on the other channel the username is SNA the Entertainer 2019, if I'm not mistaken. But the name of the channel is called SNA Entertainment. So make sure to check out that channel right there. And I'll see you next time with some more videos. But yeah, goodbye for now, and I'll see you guys in the next few hours.